BuckeyeHuddle.com. Southern Swing continues with a familiar stop for us on this tour. We're at Grayson in Loganville, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. 2026 linebacker, edge, football player, Tyler Atkinson, one of Ohio State's top targets in the 2026 class. Tyler, how was practice today?
Practice today was it was very great. Everybody was good energy, good vibes today. So practice today was A1.
A lot of hitting out there. You guys were full pads today, pads popping. Just, how helpful, I guess, is that for you guys in your development to have this time in the spring that some other states don't have?
It's very good because you got to understand we're going against a good offense and we got a good defense. So offense is doing good and our defense is doing good. So we just put a lot of work into both and we put hard work. So it's good for both sides of the ball.
Yeah. So, a lot of college coaches coming through, a lot of college coaches here today. You're probably used to it now. I mean, you've been on the radar since, going into your freshman year, you were getting offers.
Yes, sir.
But does it still give you a little extra something when there's, 10 college coaches standing around watching you practice?
Oh, yeah, it does. I just stay focused on what I need to be focused on the defense. So that it is very good.
Yep. Yeah. Did the defense win you had a little kind of a scrimmage there today. You think the defense got the best of the offense today?
Yes, sir. We did. We added some new stuff, some new pressures and all that. So I think defense won today.
Something that's kind of important for your long term is, what position are you being recruited at by most schools at this point? Because you kind of started down, maybe be a defensive end, hand in the dirt. Now it looks like more of a linebacker, outside linebacker, could kind of walk up to the edge. I guess where are things at with that in terms of what you think your future in college is going to be?
Oh, yeah, they see me inside and then on third down rushing to the edge. Yes, sir.
Has that changed, with Ohio State specifically? Has that your first contact was like Larry Johnson? So you came up and camped, you worked with Larry Johnson at defensive end. That relationship was going well. Does that change the dynamic in terms of who you talk to at Ohio State? Like, is Coach Laurinaitis getting more involved with you? And kind of who are you talking to, I guess, from the Ohio State staff right now?
I'm talking to the linebacker coach and Coach Walton, and then the Coach Johnson.
Okay,
coach. Yes,
so
sir.
they've added they've more and more guys are involved with you from the Ohio State staff.
Yes, sir.
How are those relationships going? I mean, you talking to them pretty regularly at this point?
Yes, sir. No, the relationship is going very good. Coach came out here the other day. They came and talked to came and watched practice and stuff. So the relationship is going very good. I'll be up there again this summer too.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, would you do like a camp day, just kind of work out with Coach Laurinaitis at linebacker, or just kind of how do you, I guess, take your next visit in terms of what you're hoping to do and accomplish on that one?
It depends on the schedule. It depends on if they have a camp or am I just going to visit or something.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, you were up for spring practice. What did you see there? What did you notice? Anything jump out to you?
I definitely say the coach. The coach played for the Rams. He has good history playing football. So his knowledge that I think that can help with my game is very good because he been it and done it. And so him coaching the guys practice was very good. And Ohio State got some good workers there. Everybody likes to compete and everything. So it's very good.
I'm asking all the Atlanta area guys, what was your reaction to Caleb Downs transferring to Ohio State? Were you surprised by that, or kind of when that news hit, what were you thinking?
It was very. I thought he was gonna go to UGA, but he went to Ohio State. When I was talking to him, when he already committed, he said that was like his second option if it wasn't Bama. So that's good for them. That's gonna help them in the game and everything. So that's very good.
Where are things at with you right now? I mean, it feels like we've been covering you forever because of the early offers, but yet you still have plenty of time here. So are you, are we at the start line? Are we closer to the finish line? Like, where would you say your recruiting process is right now?
My recruiting process is really on where I think it's going to be it's time to commit. But right now I'm just focused on my top 10 and just letting God take place and wherever I feel like it's time to commit and stuff. So.
Your top 10 is very, very southeast. A lot of ACC, a lot of SEC, and then there's Ohio State.
I think something like two ACCs.
Yeah, but it's a lot of southern schools, I guess. What would is that going to be a huge factor for you staying in the South? Or you're going to be able to kind of go? Would you be able to go away? I mean, I know there's some schools that are, Texas. Texas A&M's on there, right? And they're
No, Texas A&M not on there.
One of the Texas schools, right?
Yes, sir. Texas.
Texas.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, my fault. Texas, not Texas A&M, Texas. So that's that's a good bit away as well as Ohio State. So I guess how do you view all the geography stuff?
When it comes to that, I think wherever team fits me the most, wherever team I feel like is the best, and wherever team I think that would be good for me, it don't matter how far it is. It's going to be on the decision I make, and if I feel like this is going to be home. So wherever I feel like it's going to be home, and that's going to be the right decision, that's where I'll go.
Now you have been up to Ohio State a bunch. So what is it about Ohio State that kind of keeps you coming back, making that trip?
Hey, it's the coaches, and they got a good team this year. They're very solid. So you see that they got some good Georgia guys up there. So you see they bring a lot of players up there. So I'll definitely say it's the coaches and the stuff they got bringing up there. So I'll definitely say that. Yes, sir.
They recruit Georgia very hard every year. They seem to have a core group of guys already in your class that they're kind of zeroed in on, whether it be Deuce Gerald's, Aaron Gregory's, some other guys as well. Do you guys talk about schools in different places, maybe going to school together? I mean, there's some guys that you talk to about this type of stuff around here?
Yeah, I do. I've been talking to Jakeem, too. Jakeem, he likes Ohio State a lot. I ain't really talked to the guys you just mentioned about Ohio State, but I talked to Jakeem about Ohio State. He likes Ohio State. I'm just excited to get back up there this summer. Yes, sir.
All right. Just kind of last thing, what are you working on right now as far as your game, with all the different things you can do defensively? Are there some areas of focus for you this spring?
My focus this spring is on just getting better as a player and just leading the defense, because I'm like a QB on the defense. So I'm just leading the team and just getting better on stuff I think I can get better on, like as a watching film, and some key stuff that can elevate my game to being better. So those are stuff I say I'm working on, just being a more of a leader, more of leadership, and just watching stuff on film from last year and putting it, fixing it for this year. Yes, sir.
Got one more for you. So as far as when you ultimately have to make a decision, what are some key factors for you? And then what are you looking at this as more of like a linebacker perspective or a defensive? Like how are you kind of looking at these things?
I'm looking at it both ways. I don't want to be stuck in one spot. So I want to be able to rush the quarterback. So all the teams said I'll be playing, first, second down, inside backer, then rush the quarterback, third down, and then pressures, dropping the coverage. So just being versatile and using my athleticism.
And that's going to be kind of just watching the schemes the different teams are recruiting defensively, kind of how they could use you. Is that going to be a pretty big factor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate your time, Tyler. Thanks for doing this again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm sure we'll see you again. If not at June camp, we'll be down here to see you again. But appreciate everything, and good luck the rest of the spring.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And then Kevin's going to